welcome to Real Talk. I'm here. I'm Dr. Beverly Jones, and today we're just going to have an exciting show. I have an amazing guest who has touched my heart with some of her and she's called, wait a minute, guys, this is the beauty of it. She is called SkinPoetry1. And I know you all are like, SkinPoetry1. I mean, it sounds so sophisticated. It sounds like you have such a great product when you're talking about skin and poetry, because that's two things that people never put together. And so we have someone here who is amazing, and she's put the skin together. She has some products that is certainly amazing, but more importantly, you have done something that's near and dear to my heart because I am a diabetic.
Yes.
And
Okay.
with being a diabetic, you can never find great products. You know, you might find one here at CVS, and then you have to go to some, specialty shop.
Right.
But then you brought something, and I had the pleasure of everyone or sampling it, and it's soft, it's luscious, it smells good. And I'm just so proud of you. So
Thank you.
welcome
Thank you.
to the show.
Thank you.
Let me hear just a little about you so we can share it, what we've
Yes.
talked about with our audience. What was your motivation?
So my motivation for the products was really our ailments with diabetes. I am a diabetic as well. And we go to the doctor, we check out A1C, we make sure our numbers are in order, and we try to do the best things that we can for our bodies on the inside, but we never know how much of an ordeal it can become when our outside is not taken care of.
Yes.
So I know that we have a plethora of things that take care of us from the inside, but I really wanted to focus on our skin because people don't understand all of the different things that diabetes can bring. And I'm talking about severe dry skin. I'm talking about eczema, hyperpigmentation, dermatitis, things of that nature.
Discoloration.
Yes, a whole bunch
Yes.
of things, and then the first thing that our doctors want to do, they're there to cure, and I understand it, but they want to give us
medication. More medication. I've taken more medication now than I've ever had in my entire, if you add up all the years of my life and the pills that I took, it still doesn't add up to the number of pills I'm taking now.
Yes.
And people don't realize that the pills are preventative.
Right.
Opposed to them taking you off the medication.
Right. It doesn't cure.
Yeah, and I hate to share this, it's so embarrassing. After you get out the shower, your hands are just plain white. Your feet is just plain white, and you can't go to regular lotions and body creams and oils. And so that's why you are just so special, because you are helping us get over the hump of
Yes.
embarrassment. Because it can be very embarrassing, when
be
you put lotion on
Yeah.
and it doesn't penetrate.
And it wears off.
Yeah.
That's the problem I was having when I developed this product. I was getting some of those, we get those good designer brand lotions that
Yes.
come with your good perfume.
You
they smell amazing.
good, but you
they're
look
not
like you
working.
stuck your hand in flour.
Right, like you made
Yeah.
biscuits before you
Yeah,
left.
that's right. I like that.
So you get that, and then you have the ones on the shelf. Like you have some reputable brands that has been in our families for decades.
But they're thin.
And they're thin.
Yes.
Or the number one thing is they have so many chemicals in it. So with SkinPoetry1, I always let everyone know that these products have no chemicals, no carcinogens, because cancer is up, skin cancer is up. And believe it or not, a lot of African American and black people overall all over the world don't think that we are susceptible to skin cancers, but we are, and we go and get these products that have all of these chemicals in it. Let me just
Unbeknown to us. Because when
right.
you read the labels, there's only one thing you understand.
Right.
Lanolin.
Right.
That's all. When you read, that's it. And I'm looking at you, and your skin is so shiny and so luscious,
SkinPoetry1.
Yeah, and healthy looking.
Yes.
Yes, and so that's why I was just excited to have you here today, because we're going into the summer months.
Yes.
And you're showing more skin.
Yes.
And I have friends who are also diabetics, and they're all covered up. And I'm like, why? And they're like, either like you said, the sun. They don't want to be in the sun because the skin just gets all flaky.
Flaky,
right,
dry,
right.
cracking, you
Yes.
know.
And so I'm just so glad that diabetes is being looked upon in the beauty world.
Right, and I think that the Diabetes Association should emphasize more on things that help us, you know, on the outside, as well as the doctors help us take care of ourselves on the inside. Your skin should tell a story. You know, your
Well,
skin,
yours is. I mean, because
and that's exactly
you're looking
what I wanted
luscious
to
over
do.
here. I'm looking at your
Thank you.
skin, and you're just glowing from
it
head
needs
to toe.
to tell a
Yes.
story, and that story should say, hey, no matter what I'm going through, I take care of my skin. I take care of myself. You know, these products have no artificial colors, no artificial fragrance, no synthetic ingredients ever. Okay, we don't use any synthetic ingredients. We have no sulfates. We have no parabens.
Oh, wow.
Okay,
You're saying it now. But
yeah,
those
you're getting
sulfates.
organic ingredients grown from Mother Earth. So picture nature coming to you saying, here, use this. We put it in a jar for you guys. Remember, I'm a Christian. You know, I know that
Right.
you are Dr. Jones as well. So the Bible lets us know that the things that heal the body, they grow within the earth.
Yes.
I did the research to find those things that grow within the earth that's going to heal our skin. And all you have to do is just have it in that one jar, okay? And it's going to take care of your body in its entirety, including your scalp.
Okay.
good
And
stuff.
see, you said something very potent
Yes.
when you went back to the Bible, when we went to biblical.
Yes.
Because my grandmother, everything she did for the body came from the earth.
Yes.
It was
Yes.
pure. And she had skin creams too, and we thought, oh, that was funny. She put a little this and a little that in a pickle jar, or I don't know, it was called a pickle jar, whatever.
I know what you 'cause that
moonshine
was
jar,
the way that
something.
we used to do it. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
the way we did it back
and she
then.
she was 97. She had perfect skin.
She had wisdom.
She had skin, and she did everything herbs, and that's what our culture grew up on,
Yep.
herbs and making our own medicines. So who is your motivator to start this?
The skin line, not so much, but my family is originally from the South as well. I grew up in New York, but my grandmother from my dad's side was from Birmingham, Alabama.
There you go.
Yeah, and then my mom's side, she was from Richmond, Virginia growing up, you know, born and raised. So I watched them over the years, and then I pay attention to our elderly because there's so much wisdom to get from
Yes.
them, you know, and when they're telling you about things, the way we eat now is so different. You know, they didn't buy boxed foods. They use
It's
everything
fast.
that grew. Yeah. So I took that same concept that I learned from them and said, well, they feed our bodies with nourishment that grows within the earth. Why can't I find that same nourishment for our skin on the outside? Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. I would love for you to do a class. And that's what I'm thinking with girls, young girls, and teaching them how to be naturally beautiful
I would love that.
and to love themselves. You know,
I would love that.
We don't have to we don't have to buy Maybelline out. We
Self-love.
don't-
You
yeah.
said it. You hit
Yes.
that right on the nose. Self-love. We have to. So, and I think that in the Black community, we have to learn to congratulate each other.
not be embarrassed.
Right,
of
don't be
being
embarrassed.
African Americans.
Yeah, don't be
Yes.
embarrassed about who we are because there's greatness within us, you know, and we are, you know, products of greatness. We are the essence thereof, you know, so we can show that in our skin. We can show that in our hair. We can show that in how we celebrate each other as women and just let a sister know, like you just said to me, you like my skin. We don't get that, you know, that's rare to get that type of compliment today. So that's why I live by when I see something good about a sister, I let her know, I like your hair.
Right.
Your skin is amazing. Like you have the most beautiful teeth.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, you have beautiful teeth. You know what I mean? I like your lashes. We need to say these things so we can start to
Uplift.
uplift each other
embrace.
and incorporate our goodness because it's in us
And partner.
and partner with
Now
each other.
that's what we really have to work on, partnerships.
Yes,
Because
yes.
think about, you're great as one. Think about how much greater you would be with two or three,
Right.
pulling their resources together. And so that's what made me think of. I said, I'm sitting here thinking I got something for her.
Well, listen,
I got
bring
some
it
work.
on, because if it's for us, by us, and it's going to help us
Boo
uplift
boo,
one another.
he said it.
That's right.
Yes.
You know, if it's going to help us uplift one another, and just give ourselves options within us
Yes.
that we can give, that are going to be beneficial, that are going to be helpful, and that are going to work.
Yes.
Because it really needs to work. You know what I mean? You can say you have anything, but does it work? Skin Poetry 1 Organic Skin Oil Butters is going to give you a natural glow every day in between showers, because all of the ingredients are all natural. They are organic.
So
they
let's
work.
let's pull. I see that you have several products
Yes,
here. So
yes, yes.
let's start off with one.
All right, so let's start with the rose.
Okay.
Because she was the original one I made, actually, before I got into the other ones.
The rose.
So
Okay.
yes.
And so this is made from roses, obviously.
It's actually made from organically grown rose oils.
Okay. And so I never knew that a rose had oil. We
They're
know
pressed.
they have that. We know they have thorns.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we
Okay.
know that. yes, ma'am.
I never would have thought about oil. And so we don't want you to tell your secret.
Well,
but
no.
okay.
I'll just give you a little bit. So each
Okay.
of these products are organic ingredients. All of the ingredients are organic. We do use a lot of shea butters. We use different types of shea butters. So we have white and yellow shea butters. But the main component in there is that organically grown plant oil. That's what makes it a plant-based product, okay? So you're getting the organic, but you're getting the plant-based. And that organically grown plant is where all of the healing comes in, because some of these products have natural antioxidants. Like my chamomile, it has a pigeonine in there, which is really, really good for helping prevent dry and flaking skin. The rose oil itself is good for the eczema. It's good for hyperpigmentation.
I love that, because
Yes.
that is almost paramount in the black family now.
Yes, yes.
I don't know where it came from, because my parents didn't have it, my cousins didn't have it,
Right.
but now I see more and more young adults and children having that. And so you're saying that you have something
That's gonna
and
help
we're not
them.
going to say cure, but it's going to help
It's
them.
going to help them fight against it. It's going
Okay.
to help them to minimize that fight that they have to go through as well.
Okay,
Like,
okay.
I'm sorry. Even for the children, like that tea tree oil, I always recommend that for athletes. You know what I mean? Because it fights against fungus, bacterias, and it fights against viruses. So
Okay.
if you have that athlete in the family, I know my son, he was an athlete, and he would come home and them feet be smelly now. I love my baby, but the sports make the feet a
It's
little
the
smelly.
shoes.
Right.
It's the shoes. Yes,
Well,
let's put on the shoes.
Tea tree oil, skin oil butters is going to go inside them shoes and work
Okay.
against that feet and help them fight against any of those funguses. But those in the medical field, this product is a proactive product that they can utilize to help them fight against any bacteria or viruses that comes against their skin, as well as give you that intense hydration and deep moisture and a wonderful natural glow.
Oh, wow. That's
Mm-hmm.
amazing. So your creams are bisexual.
Right.
Okay, so
They-
male,
for
female.
every-
I don't
all
know if
age
that's the
groups.
correct.
No,
okay.
it's for every age group, all skin types, all age groups.
Okay.
So everybody in the family can utilize these creams. So I'm talking about from baby, newborn, baby boy, baby girl, to mama and papa, and husband and wife and children and cousins and friends, all in between. I leave some in my guest bathroom, so anybody that visited my home that didn't make a purchase, they can get the experience, and it actually makes family and friends go purchase it, because it's like instant gratification when you try it.
Okay. So products, this is unisex.
Yes.
Okay, so if a male
A
can
male
have rose.
can use it. Yep.
Okay, the
and
rose.
Men love the rose.
They
Can
love
I
the
tell-
rose?
Oh
Okay.
my God.
Okay,
It smells
okay.
amazing on them. I've had a lot of guys that work in those construction industries or things where they work with their hand. They use the rose and they love the chamomile, because that chamomile.
I love chamomile.
It gives them that instant relaxation that actually seeps between the skin
Okay.
and gets to those skin cells and relaxes them. So they're good if you come home from a hard day work and you just want to soften up and relax. Chamomile is your go-to. And then it smells amazing, and it aids in a peaceful night's rest.
Okay.
Naturally.
Well, we're going to do a quick commercial.
Yes, ma'am.
And we're going to come back and try to go through some more of the products.
Okay.
And just kind of, I'm just loving your energy. So you must have one that gives you that hyper energy.
No, this is
Or
naturally
make
me.
you,
I'm just
when you look
excited
good and
about
feel
it.
good,
Yeah.
it comes out.
I'm really
Okay.
excited about it because I know what it can do.
Okay.
I just need the people to get involved and see what it can do for you as well.
Okay, fantastic. Well, we'll be right back,
Yes.
and we're going to talk some more about these amazing creams that you have.
All right.
We are back. We are back. I'm so excited, and I just can't wait to just get slivered down with all these butters.
Yes,
oh
yes,
man,
Dr. Jones,
I
you're gonna
can't
love
wait.
it.
This is one of those days I can't wait to go home.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm afraid I'm going to be at the stoplight just rubbing down
No,
these
don't
toes.
do that.
That's how excited I am. You know how you forget to kind of lotion up and you're doing everything in the car.
Let me catch the area.
Yes, yes. So, Miss Nadine.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, NadinePoetry1. So, how do you have these amazing creams and butters on this end, and then you talk about poetry.
Yes.
So, how did those two combine together? Poetry and looking, I know what poetry is,
Right.
but how did you get this combination?
Okay, well, SkinPoetry1 actually came about. As you know, my name is NadinePoetry1. My name is NadinePoetry1, one word, one number. That's how I always advertise myself, because I am a writer. I have a great love for the spoken and written word.
Okay.
And I write poetry, primarily poetry. I just finished my first novel, but I did my poetry book back in 2019. I left my corporate job. I was working in finance for over 25 plus years. And when my son graduated college, I said, okay, this is a time for me.
Right.
And I'm going to step out on faith and do something that I always wanted to do. And I became a writer full time.
Okay.
So I started doing all of these.
So this is faith, work, and action.
Working in action.
Yes.
God to show up.
Yes.
So I started doing different social media platforms and just, showcasing my work, and just believing in God that I'll get a following, and the following continues to grow. So I'm thankful. But I said, how can I sponsor this? Because I notice a lot of people that do these podcasts, they're bigger names than me. I'm like a no name, so how do I sponsor this and keep this going? And plus, to appear, to get people to listen, appearance is everything. So you have to pay for those looks and the outfits, and your skin needs to look good. Your face needs to look good. So I was spending my savings in it, but
You're a walking billboard.
Yeah,
and
you
that's
are.
what
You really
people
are.
in business don't understand, that
Yes.
whenever you step out, someone knows you.
Right, right,
Yes.
absolutely, absolutely. So I had spent a lot of my savings, and I was like, oh, okay, now I'm not working for them anymore, so I need to find a way to, support what I'm doing, and and still bring in some and keep it going. Consistency.
One of the things in the African American community, we have great ideas, we have great products, but we lack the funding.
Yes.
And then someone else comes along and take what you have put together with finances and take it to another level, which means financial security.
Right.
Yes.
So that's why it was so important for me to market myself and stay consistent. Because if anybody says this product or anybody says the ingredients, they'll know, because I'm building this following, that it came from me. So in order for me to support that, I decided, well, I got this product and it's working really well for my skin. I wonder if America would maybe, possibly like this product. It is organic. It is all natural. We're living in a time where people want natural products now.
And African Americans are more natural.
Right.
Right. It's hard to find a straightening comb.
Right.
And that'll be another show.
Right.
A
Yes,
straightening comb.
I agree, Dr. Jones. I do agree. That
You
is
can't
surely
find a
the
straightening
truth.
comb anywhere.
Nowhere.
People don't even know.
Nowhere.
My nieces don't even know what that is.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh,
so that means,
right.
so that's, so I hate to be so silly, but, but we're people as African American, especially women,
Yes.
we're bringing out that natural beauty.
As we should.
And I love it when I see the naturalness
Yes.
in our culture, and with the naturalness comes pride.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
and self-confidence.
Absolutely,
So, yeah.
absolutely.
Okay. So we've done the rose. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's
and
talk about this mango oil butter now.
And what do you get? The inspiration to name them certain names?
I research what works.
Okay.
I pay attention to, and not just that, because I don't use artificial fragrances, I have to use the natural fragrance. So I try to find those things, because, us black women, we want to smell amazing,
For 2 days.
Right.
We want to take a shower and still be shiny. Yes.
Absolutely. So I was like, okay, I can't go artificial with this fragrance because, my motto is to keep it all natural. So how do I get fragrances that are still going to smell amazing but still do the job?
Yes.
So that's when I came up with, let's come out of shea butter. Let's go into the mango butters, right? Mango butter is made from that nut, that seed inside of the mango.
Yes.
Okay, and then they process it and make a butter out of it, so it's natural.
Amazing.
Yeah, so you're using the organically grown mango, taking that seed, and you're utilizing it to generate a cream.
Okay.
That's what this product came from. And then...
And do they have strong scents?
Oh, my God. I want you to take it and smell it because they smell quite fruity and not offensive to the men where they feel like they can't wear it, but...
We're going to put some on our producer.
Yeah. Let him try it.
We'll try it in a moment.
Yeah.
And he just got married.
Oh, see now,
this is
his wife
something
would love
good
that.
for
They
the
can share it.
honeymoons
Yes,
because they're still on the honeymoon thing going on
all
here.
of them are good for the honeymoon because they all smell nice, gentle, but it's like I showed up in a building, but I'm not giving too much exposure, but I'm here.
Oh,
that's how it speaks.
They might start a family from this mango.
It smells amazing. It's a nice, fruity smell.
Mr. Producer, you hear me? Oh my gosh!
You see how it's
I just
delicate and
lick
fruity,
my palms.
Right? So that's what I wanted to give. So that's how I came up with the names. It gives you instant gratification.
Oh, I love this. Okay, this is for the honeymoon package.
That's for the honeymoon.
Yes.
So he gets that nice fruity smell from her, and she gets that nice fruity smell from him. Rose
and mango.
And I made them friendly for all.
But you know what? I've had shea butter, and I've had products with shea butter, and it's just yours is so smooth, and my skin has become, I feel it's so soft.
Because I'm not putting chemicals in it. You see a lot of these big businesses, they're using shea butter because it's catchy, but they're chemicalizing it for long store shelf.
But it's really, and I'm not just saying this, but it's really soft and smooth. Okay, put that aside for me.
Yes. All right. So yes, the mango oil butter.
Mango,
this one
wow.
is
but
really,
it's not
really good.
Overbearing.
It's not overbearing. So I always let people know you can still wear your favorite cologne or perfume, and won't feel like you did too much. But then when you come home that evening and you decloth yourself, you're still getting that friendly fragrance of the organic product itself, and you're still seeing that glow on your skin.
Oh my goodness!
So
this
they
just
really,
smells
really work.
So good.
And these have an annual shelf life, a 1 year shelf life without any preservatives.
Okay. So I see you have a small bottle. I see you have a big bottle.
Yes.
Is it the same, or do you use them together?
No, they are the same.
Okay.
I put them in an 8-ounce jar and a 2-ounce jar. Because I want people to have one home waiting for them when they need to get that softness, and one in the purse, and in the man's pocket. So if he's at work,
in the duffel bag,
and in the kid's book bag. If they're at school, you can tell them, listen, apply this so we can take care of that eczema because our babies get eczema.
I'm loving it. Oh my gosh.
Convenience.
Yes. Okay. All right. So what else do we have?
So then I have the lavender oil butter. Now the lavender oil butter is amazing. She is, oh my God. Lavender just smells pretty itself. Okay.
Yeah, everybody loves lavender.
Everyone loves lavender.
When I think of lavender, I think of love and romance.
Yes. When you see a lavender plant smelling,
goodness.
blooming in a garden, it just you gravitate towards it. It's a beautiful plant, This one is going to help revitalize and refreshen your skin. All right, it's really, really good, and it has components that help.
And you know what? I can see a little oil in there.
That's the lavender oil.
That's the lavender oil. Okay, this is for mama. This is for your mother because they love that lavender.
Nice and delicate.
Oh wow! And I have a shine, and I being a diabetic, I tell people you are just so dry all the time. And they have other diabetic products out, but they don't smell good.
Yeah, they need to smell
Yes,
good and they
okay.
need to work because I've used some of
And-
those other
yes,
products
yes,
and
yes,
they don't have the longevity as far as showing that shine and that moisture on your
and
skin.
it's natural.
And it's
nat-
natural.
and you have flawless skin, so
Thank you
I
so
know
much.
it's working.
Thank you.
Okay, okay.
And then
so,
we have a cocoa butter as well.
well, you know that's our stuff.
Now, you know, listen,
that's our stuff.
I can't
Two
forget
things,
the cocoa butter.
Two things. One starts with a V, but the other
Right.
one's cocoa butter.
Yes, yes, ma'am. Yes, Dr. Jones. So, yes, we have a cocoa butter.
Okay. Now you know what the cocoa butter. I know where you're going to put the cocoa butter.
Yes.
Those elbows.
On the elbows and
On the elbows.
on mommy that's with child. She wants to fight against
that's
those stretch
right.
marks.
That's
all right?
right.
She no longer excuse me.
Uh-huh.
She no longer has to use that stuff on the shelf with those words that even us intelligent women can't pronounce.
Yes.
Okay? She can get this product that is organic or natural. It's going to smell like chocolate when you apply it because it's organic or natural cocoa butter.
Now
made from
she's
cocoa
already
beans.
pregnant. We
She's
can't get her pregnant again with this chocolate.
Well, I mean, you know, mommy needs love too, you know, but she'll get rid of those stretch marks. And
I love it.
we have this new thing going on that people are using, beef talum, which is the fat of a cow.
Okay.
And it's meat.
Okay.
So
And
if
you said the talum. What is the talum?
beef talum is meat. It's the fat of the cow. They
Okay.
call it beef talum. It's
Okay.
really
Okay.
grease from a cow.
Okay.
So it's become very popular, you know, but what about those people who are vegan and don't want no meat?
What about the people who live in the city?
Right, that don't deal with
Yes.
beef talum. So a lot of the products that are coming out now, they have beef talum and they have peptides.
Now that beef talum, it sounds kind of ancient.
It is ancient, but
okay.
the more thing is it not blocking your pores because it is still fat from an animal.
Okay.
So
okay.
is it pore blocking? You know, these are things that we have to ask ourselves.
And what is that good for?
It's not good for anything. That's why it's not in none of my products.
Okay.
It's a meat.
The talum, beef talum is
It's
not in your
beef
products.
talum.
Right.
You're seeing
okay.
a lot of people jump on that now because, you know, companies are adding beef talum saying that it gives you intense moisture. But it's still the fat of an animal. The very thing you will cut off your steak before you cook it. I'm not going to apply that to my skin.
Good point.
You know, so I
Good
try
point.
to...
See, not only are we learning about the skin, we learn about nutrition as well.
Yes,
because
absolutely.
it's all one.
Yep.
Everything in one jar.
Yeah, and
Yeah. You know, as African Americans, we love our cocoa butter.
yes, we do.
Don't play with our cocoa butter.
And that's why
Yes.
I want to keep it natural for us because we're getting a good product, organic or natural, without all of the stuff added onto it. You know, telling us it's good for our skin. I've learned this, looking at those products in mine. My products offer 6 to 8 ingredients in each jar. All right? And each of those ingredients, your 5-year-old can read it. Your 5-year-old is familiar with it because they've all been used separately. Okay, so that's what makes this product really good.
Okay.
If you have to have a paragraph to describe the ingredients in your product, it probably is not good. You know?
Here's the deal. If you can't read what the ingredients are,
Right.
if you can't pronounce the words, something's wrong.
Something is wrong.
If you can't pronounce not one thing on there, something's wrong. Yes.
Yeah.
And that's how when I go shopping, I'm like, I don't know
Right.
what this is. I better put it down.
So many people don't do that, and those companies are relying on you to not read those ingredients that they are putting into the product, and then you're taking it home and adding it to your skin, and you're putting it on your baby's bottoms. You're putting it on your face. You're putting it on grandma's hands, whose skin is very, very delicate, you know. So I wanted a product that all can share in the family, you know, even the guests, you know, that's never tried it. They can come in your home and try this product and get that instant gratification and see that beautiful natural glow.
I'm just rubbing my fingers. I mean, because it's so soft. I
Yeah.
have dry hands because of the diabetes, and I'm always putting lotion on, and it's so thin, but this just went right into the skin.
And the moisture
it smells,
stays.
It feels like a baby's bottom. It's so soft. Wow. Okay, so what else do we have?
I think that's pretty much it. We had the chamomile, which we talked about. That is another one that would be good for the newlyweds as well.
And why?
Because it offers that relaxation component. So if he comes home from work and had a bad
All
day,
tired,
she can rub that
and
on
wife,
his back.
And wifey been waiting
And
all
wife
day.
have been waiting all day.
Okay,
You know, maybe she has something
okay.
important to bring to his attention.
Okay, let's get
to
this
keep-
together.
to keep him, keep him calm. You rub that chamomile
And he's
on
had
him.
a bad day.
And you're probably going to get what you want after the chamomile. I'll say that.
How about that? How about that? You
So
need
I
to buy
always
a
recommend
box.
that. Yes,
You
yes.
need to get a box of this.
And
yeah.
it smells like the chamomile tea. If you know, I'm a tea drinker.
Okay, so am I.
Smell that. It's
Okay.
very, very light and delicate.
Okay.
So imagine drinking the tea and then adding that to your skin.
Uh-oh.
Your night is going to be in heaven.
Oh my goodness!
Very
but
delicate.
the color.
That's the
color of
deep
it.
yellow shea butter.
This is, and then it's creamy because most time with the shea butter, you have to kind of dig
clumps.
in there.
No, these are hand whipped.
Okay.
Okay, handcrafted. Each one of these
And
products.
it smells so
hand-whipped,
good.
handcrafted,
I've never
yes.
seen this look so creamy.
Yes, yes.
Yes, because
And
oh wow.
that's the goal, to make sure that you guys are getting the
wow.
silky apply when you buy the product.
This
you
is
know?
amazing.
And then the difference is, it is like, soon as you touch it, they pretty much melt in your hand. So that's what I want.
It looks like butter.
Yes,
I
yes.
mean, not shea butter, but it
But
looks
butter.
like butter.
That's
like,
the goal.
Yeah, look like I
That's
want to
the
go
goal.
home and put it in a skillet.
Don't eat it. Although it does have
It's
great
so-
things in it,
it's so
coconut oils
beautiful.
and things like
Yes,
that. You know,
yes.
but no, I wouldn't recommend that you eat it. And also, I wouldn't recommend people, because it has coconut oil, which is a nut. If you have any peanut allergies and things of that nature, I don't recommend that for people. I want to put that disclaimer out there because I don't want anyone to get hurt. This product is to make you feel gentle. This product is to keep
Well,
your skin
I'm
soft.
feeling gentle.
And that's what I want.
I just
I see
can't
the shine
stop.
on your hand too.
Oh
I see
yes, and it's not that artificial,
No,
greasy
none of
looking.
that, no
and it's
petroleum.
just soft. As you can see me, I'm just loving it.
It's good stuff.
Oh wow.
It really
okay,
is.
this is amazing. Okay, so where can they find these awesome products? Where?
So, I'm not on any store shelves yet. I
Okay.
did try to go into store shelves, but I prefer to let people get more acclimated with it before I start doing the business of incorporating big business into the product. Excuse me.
Okay. And I have all kind. I have mango on my hand. I have, the shea butter. It's like, oh, I got to go home. I have to take a shower, but I don't want to
Good
wash it
stuff.
off.
Look, they smell amazing.
Yes, they smell
And, the
and they're
aroma
natural.
lasts, and they're natural.
And so what I want to know is that they say a lot of skin products it seeps into
This
our
absolutely
bloodstream.
does.
Okay?
That was the next thing I was going to
Okay,
tell you, because
okay.
we add castor oil. Now, if you know anything about
I
organic
know
castor
everything
oil,
about castor oil.
it is one
Yes,
of those
yes.
natural organic oils that is going to be the first thing that seeps into your skin and gets to those problem areas under the skin.
Yes.
So these seep into your skin, but again, because of their organic shea butters and mango butters, none of these are pore blocking. So your skin is still getting that breathable component, that is going to service your skin well and show people that, hey, I love my skin.
And you mentioned castor oil because I'm a castor oil baby.
Yeah.
I was in that generation
too.
when that was a healer. And, if you're lucky, you get a piece of peppermint after
Yep.
they've kind of doused it down your throat. And so, we just thought it was for the digestion.
Well,
and now
no.
you're saying
For
that.
the skin. Oh
yeah,
my God.
you're saying that it's in the skin because that's something, it was not used for the skin, it was used internally.
Yes,
You had to
internally. My
take
mother
it.
used to give us 2 tablespoons in the morning
And-
to keep us
You had to do
regular.
it every day?
No, not every day. Probably about 2-3 times a week. The other day she gave us prune tea.
I'm going to hug you.
Prune tea.
When this show is over, I'm just going to give you a bear hug and rock you. There could be nothing else any worse in life than the castor oil and prune
Some things
tea.
is horrible.
But you know what? That might have been your motivation. Yeah, because it works.
It does.
You know
a
it
lot
works.
of the things that we hated as children,
Right.
we see the benefits of it today,
Yes.
And I kind of want to reintroduce our community back to those things because they really did work. I know it seems old-fashioned because
still
Mom and them
working.
did it. They still work.
They still work.
They still work.
Yes,
you
it's
know?
like you take, those for years, you take it growing up, you don't have any diseases. If you
Right.
you really followed the castor oil trail of people that was taking that on the regular basis, they have less diseases.
Less diseases because
Yes.
there's nothing in your body holding it up now.
Yes.
To release yourself, you can eat well, but you can relieve well.
Yes.
And castor oil gives those benefits, and it does the same thing.
And don't
for the
forget a
skin.
peppermint at the
And
end.
a peppermint at the end, 'cause, oh, my
Lord,
goodness.
I don't like peppermint that much today.
Yeah, but it was good
Yeah.
with that castor oil.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So
Yeah, it
okay.
works.
So do you have any events coming up?
I don't. I've just been doing pop-ups and things with, just kind of jumping on with other people that have like food and restaurants and things like that. I'll show up and do those type of pop-ups. I haven't planned anything too much for the summer because I've been traveling a lot.
Okay.
So I'm just like, let me just kind of take a break, But if anyone would like to purchase the product, please go directly to the website. I'm available on different social media platforms. You can go to Facebook under the SkinPoetry1 name. All right, SkinPoetry1. You can also go to Instagram, SkinPoetry1 page. You can go into those pages under NadinePoetry1, or you could just dial them direct, SkinPoetry1 and Instagram and Facebook. You can make purchases through there. It's 100% safe. Okay, and then the website directly, if you don't want to go through all the hoopla of the poetry and the writing, go directly to the website. It's https://skinpoetry1.nadinepoetry1.com. And remember, each of those words, skinpoetry1.nadinepoetry1, they are all one word and one number.
Okay.
Check it out. We ship all over the U.S. And when you get the package, it's like getting a gift because I wanted it to be wrapped as a gift.
So what's in the package? What do you get in the package?
So you do get what you order. It's not a whole bunch in the package. You get what you order. You get a couple of the business cards just in case you want to revisit the site. We want to make sure you don't forget. You get a whole bunch of beautiful glitter that pops out of you to let you know, surprise, we're about to take care of your skin. And then it's just a package and slip the normal stuff that comes with it. When I do run promotions, then every now and again, when I run a promotion, you might get a free 2 ounce or whatever of another kind so you can try it. But that's if I'm running a promotion. So if you catch a promotion, then you will get a 2 ounce jar that's free, and we'll just throw in any kind. So just to give you a try of it all.
Okay, some samples.
Yeah, some samples.
Because we love those samples.
Yeah, and I like to give them. I love to give them. As long as you're supporting the business, we make sure that we give you some treats and perks. We do.
Okay. And the prices are on the website.
The prices are on the websites. The 8 ounces they sell for $18.95, and then
That's a
these
good
sell
price.
for the 2 ounce they sell for $10.95.
Oh wow!
$10.95.
And I tell you, I wish we had smell-o-vision.
I say that all the time, Dr. Jones. I wish people can smell it through the media.
I mean, this is amazing.
Thank
and
you.
it's just not, sometimes when I do shea butter, it's just so greasy.
Yeah,
or
not
Vaseline.
overwhelming, yeah.
Because that's how thick and that's how potent that I need.
Mm-hmm.
But then this is a combination of both. I mean, you can smell good, you can look good, and you're not slipping and sliding, and especially when you put it on your feet and you have on heels and your feet is going all different directions. You walk and your shoe flipping back because it's, you can't keep it on your feet.
Yeah.
I'm sharing women's secrets. I know.
I
I'm
know,
going
but
there.
it's the truth.
Yes,
It's the
yes.
truth. SkinPoetry1 Organic Skin Oil Butters, we are in the business of healing, hydration, and natural glow.
And you said hydration. Let's talk about that because we never talk about hydration.
It's so important.
It's
for
number
melanated
one.
skin.
Yes.
It really is.
And tell us why it's so important and what we need to do to stay hydrated.
Well, first of all, drink water. That's number one.
So I'm a water girl.
Yeah, I am a water girl. I try to go through a gallon of water per day,
You might win.
Yeah, I work out frequently, so I have to, put all those electrolytes and things back into my body. But the hydration, is important because, we always buy these skin products and we're thinking about moisture. Moisture, even a deep moisture, is temporary. Hydration is longevity. When you are hydrating your skin, you're nourishing the skin. You're telling your cells, stay in this place. When you are moisturizing your skin, you're getting that softness, but is it going to last? So I wanted it to give you the moisture, but I wanted you to give you the hydration so your skin can drink up of these products naturally. Your skin doesn't look like it's thirsting. So even if you're somebody that has to go away overnight or you're in meetings and you're busy and you
have the
can't,
small one?
you have that small one to carry with you, and you're keeping that hydration sealed in. These products are going to seal the hydration in. It's going to wrap your skin with that moisture, but seal in that hydration.
What about men, and this is just a scenario, what about men who go out, they work out, they get all sweaty? What would you recommend? Is this something that you would recommend?
Oh, absolutely. First of all, I would recommend that rose because, the rose is the queen of the plant.
Okay.
She has that magnetic aroma that just stays. She's lasting. So, men perspire a little bit more than we do.
Yes.
So that rose is going to help them keep some of that perspiration.
It's like a
excuse
seal?
me.
Like,
Yeah,
is
it
it a
seals in it to
ciliate?
keep it under control.
Okay.
You know, but then that lavender, you know, after
Oh, I love that lavender.
pushing
It's,
those
it's
muscles.
but it's that lavender to me was just so feminine.
Yeah, it's feminine,
Okay.
but men like it. I'm telling you, I made these products, men like it. They don't feel offended when they use it. And then they can still wear their favorite cologne and it
On
doesn't
top of it?
on top of it, it doesn't monopolize your fragrance, none of these products. So if they're coming for the gym, they can go for that rose. They can even use that lavender, but if they just want to relax the muscles, I'm going to chamomile for them.
Okay. All right. Okay. We gonna move on because
Okay.
he's still in his honeymoon phase.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We got to keep the
Well, we got
momentum.
plenty for
We got to
him to
keep the
choose
momentum
from,
going. So
you know, that he can share with his wife.
What about that which one for the massage?
That's the chamomile.
Okay. The chamomile is for the massage.
Yeah, that's good for the
Okay.
massage. It's going to
Okay.
relax,
Okay.
you know, so use that. But if you're traveling and you're going to go and, you know, take on some nice water and some sun and be on the beaches, you know, anything with water, you know how we like to go to the islands and have a really good time,
Yes.
carnival, things of that nature. Mango oil butter. Mango oil butter.
But it smells so good.
It smells amazing, but what it does is, well, all of these are natural sunscreens. But that
Okay,
mango...
and hold on. You kind of hit the bingo right
Yes,
there.
yes.
Sunscreens. That is something that we lack in our culture. The lack of using it at regular.
Right.
Okay, and so that's amazing that you said that it has a sunscreen in
All
it.
the natural sunscreen. Shea butter has fatty acids in there that not only soften your skin, but they protect your skin from damage of the sun. The mango oil butter naturally does that as well, but at a higher capacity to protect your skin from UV ray damage.
Okay.
So that mango oil butter, and then it smells, you know, kind of Caribbean, you know, with that nice mango smell and everything. So that's the one I would have accompany with me when I go buy any water. If I'm going to do sun and sand, I'm taking that mango oil butter. That's going to protect my skin. Mango oil butter.
Okay, ladies, please remember that mango. Ladies and men, remember that mango. And I'm looking at your logo.
Yes.
And it's a beautiful woman who's bowed down, and
Yes.
the top of it is like the top of a tree. Which means growth and
Yes.
prosperity.
Yes.
So
and then her skin.
right.
I created it. I thought about what I wanted it to say.
Okay.
I wanted it to speak poetry, you know, something that's going to give you, you know, some type of affirmation about, you know, sound mind and, you know, connection,
And
you know,
peace and restfulness.
Right.
Yes.
And then with the skin is, you know, now you're coating yourself with all of those good things.
Okay.
So I came with that.
When you look at it, it kind of reminds me of Eve.
Yes.
So
Absolutely.
yeah, it does. It reminds when I looked at this.
Dr. Jones, you were right on it.
Yes, it does, and then I like the fact that you put biblical
Yes.
being into this.
Yes.
You know, and so
The earth.
you put because this comes from the earth.
It is.
Yes, and
It
you're
is.
reminding us that it comes from the earth. And a lot of people think that if you do shea butter, that you're too earthy, you're too natural.
Well,
and
that's
so
why.
now you're bringing it into a more feminine.
Right. And
arena.
masculine, you
And
know,
masculine,
and I wanted
yeah.
it to be relatable for everyone.
Okay,
You know, I
gotcha.
didn't want it to just be, I know that everyone will go to the beauty supply store and get those thick shea butters. You know, they haven't been, you know, pressed and, you know, whipped and everything. Again, these are hand whipped.
And sometimes you have to chop that shea butter.
Yeah, and you don't want to go through that when you're in a rush in the morning. You're just trying to keep your moisture for the day.
Yes.
You know, so I wanted it to be easy breezy.
Okay.
You know, with the hand whip, it gives it more of a whip light appeal. When you apply it, it's more silky. You know, it's handcrafted, so each ingredient is applied with my hand. You know, that it's measured out, so everything has a great amount of potency to nourish your skin daily the way it's supposed to.
I love it. I love it. Okay, so give us the 1, 2, 3s. Yeah, I'm harping on this honeymoon couple. I'm telling you. I mean, they're less than a week strong.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
All right.
so kind of give him the 1, 2, 3s on doing that massage thing. Or what does he need to get? What does he
Okay.
need to buy? And the other men too, because they're not going to go in the store and say, I want some shea butter or some rose or
Right.
some rosemary and things like that. So give him a quick spiel in terms of what men because we forget about men.
Right, and I
Yeah,
don't want that.
okay.
Listen, because we need look. Our
It's
men are
okay to
important.
smell good.
They can smell good, and it doesn't mean that you smell feminine. It just means that you smell good. And here's a little caveat, men. Okay, sometimes when you smell a little bit lighter than your woody colognes, you know, or your oaks in the cologne,
Yes,
you know, it's
yes.
more attractive to the woman. So if you go and you get that rose, and your lady comes home from work, and you rub that on her feet, you're gonna win for the night. Okay,
That's
you're
a
gonna
winner.
win.
That's a
and
winner.
then when you say, I need my back rubbed, you know, a lot of men, they work hard and they have problems with their back, and you go and give her that shea butter and she rubs that on your back, you're probably going to say, whatever you need, baby.
But baby, you need a new car.
Right, you need a new car.
I think
Right.
the new car. This is the jar for the new car.
Yes. And then when he's leaving in the morning and she's leaving in the morning,
Tell
you
it.
apply that tea tree oil, because now you're not only protecting her physically, but you're protecting her healthy. So now you're saying, go out into the world, you're going to touch things, you're going to work with people who are not family members, you don't know what they have or what they hold. So this tea tree oil is going to protect your hands, you know, it's going to protect your skin. And then you're going to apply it so she can make sure you're protected as well. And you're leaving out the house making sure you have your defenses guarded, so
Yes.
you don't come back home to that beautiful wife or that handsome husband with any germs.
Okay, what about they just came from the beach?
If they just came from
They
the beach, you're
just
going to
came
go
from
to the
the
cocoa
beach.
butter. Now,
Cocoa
before you go
butter.
to the beach, you want the mango oil butter.
Want the mango?
But if you're just coming from the beach, honey, you want that cocoa butter.
Want the cocoa butter?
Yes, yes,
Okay. Okay, see, that was a recipe for when you come back from your honeymoon.
Yes, keep your love
Keep
going.
keep it going. Keep it
Yes,
strong. But
absolutely.
more importantly, keep it healthy.
Uh-huh.
Because you can't get your wealth without your health.
That's
And
right.
so you've made a product here that is wealthy
Yes.
because it's healthy.
Yes,
and
it
that's what
is.
my grandmother used to say.
Absolutely.
You
I
are
agree with
wealthy
that. I love
because
it.
you're healthy. Oh, it has been such a pleasure.
Same here,
And I'm
Dr.
just sitting
Jones.
here with you just glowing. I cannot wait to go home and slather.
Listen.
I know you only need a teaspoon, right?
You don't need a whole lot,
Okay,
you know, and
okay.
just work it on through. You know,
Right,
it keeps
right.
that glow on your skin, you
Right.
know, and it just keeps you that way
'Cause
naturally.
you are glowing.
You know, and look,
And it's not the light. It's
No,
not
it's-
the light.
it's naturally-
I'm seeing proof of
Thank
your
you.
product. And it's been just a pleasure.
wait, before we go, I wanted to mention one more thing with
Please
the
do.
lavender, guys. If you are tattoo lovers, I'm not a tattoo girl because I'm afraid of needles.
Okay.
But so many of our people love tattoos.
Yes.
The lavender oil butter helps expedite that healing process on wounds as well, naturally. So if you guys love tattoos, if that is your thing, that lavender oil butter is going to give you that nice aroma, but it's going to be healing that tattoo expediently so you could be on to the next one.
So
I
it's a
just wanted to
healer of
mention that.
scars.
Yep, this one. The lavender oil butter. Yes.
Lavender. Oh, Miss
Yes, yes,
Nadine,
yes.
I have loved it.
Thank you.
You
Thank
have
you.
informed me, educated me,
Thank you.
and I just can't wait. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you for
But you
having
know
me.
what? You know, it just came in my spirit. Nadine Poetry 2.
Nadine Poetry too.
Yes,
Interesting.
yes. I want to put that in your spirit.
And look, speak it into existence.
Speak it
I'm
into
here for
existence.
it. I'm
It's
here
been a
for
pleasure.
it. Mine
Thank
as well.
you.
Thank you for having me. I
you.
appreciate it so much.
Yes, and I will see you soon at one of your events.
Yes,
But
yes.
let's tell them that website one more time where they
Yes.
can go and purchase it.
Again, guys, go to the website at https://SkinPoetry1 NadinePoetry1.com. Remember, it's one word and one number. Blessings to your night.
Oh, blessings, peace, blessings, and all the beauty that comes out of a jar.
Yes.
Thank you. And we will talk really soon.
Yes.